One type of video I really enjoy is people sneaking into places. Now, hold up.
Stop it.
I don't mean sneaking into someone's home. I just did a video about why you shouldn't go to your favorite YouTuber's house. Again, don't do that. What I mean is someone or a group of people sneaking into some sort of event. Particularly, I find it interesting when it's done with a bit of social engineering. You know, changing how one perceives you so that you make it seem like you're supposed to be there. Maybe you wear a costume that makes you look like you're doing something important. Or maybe you get in backstage by changing the Wikipedia page to make it look like you're family of a famous band member. Why does security constantly break protocol for events such as these? Perhaps this is something that interests me because I know I could never do it. Welcome to Psych IRL, my name is Donna. Look, I know this isn't my usual setup, but it's 4 AM and I gotta put this video out. The point of this video is not to promote taking advantage of a venue and to sneak in. It's more of looking into how someone uses their social skills to manipulate the situation. Do you remember that kid who pretended to be a doctor? I obviously don't condone his actions, but again, it's pretty interesting in how he got into that position and how he tricked people into believing that he was a doctor. That is the behavior I like to know about. So I've always felt like I was too guilty and not confident enough to do this kind of thing. So I thought I'd talk to someone who was confident enough, or let's face it, crazy enough to do this. Elixir is only 15 years old and he's snuck into plenty of events.
I just wanted to do it because it was like a challenge, kind of fun. But then I also wanted to prove how like little security there is at these big events and how I mean, there is security, but they don't really do much.
What was the easiest place you found to sneak in?
The easiest place was, I actually didn't make a video out of it because I felt like I was doing too many sneaking in videos. It was at a motorcycle convention and pretty much security was like checking tickets in the front, but there was a staircase going up. So I went up the staircase and then there was an elevator and I went down the elevator and I was inside.
What was your most, like, I guess, your favorite place to sneak in?
My favorite was TanaCon.
Good, are you vlogging TanaCon? Having a good time?
Yeah, I don't know how I ended up here.
Well,
but
I'm happy that you're here.
Oh, thank you.
So with you sneaking around, is there anything that they could do to improve their security a little bit better, in your opinion?
Yeah, a lot. I asked the security guy what training he had, and they said none. Did you go through any training? Like,
no, we just signed up applications.
Oh, is it online?
No, in person. Like you can show up to the building, the security building, and then you just tell me you want to get a security job, and they hire you.
So there's no training at all?
No.
So training them would be good. I'm not a security expert, but I'm pretty sure it's just kind of like for looks, because it scares off anybody who would try to sneak into it. Comic-Con, I think, was the most difficult convention to sneak in because every single door was being monitored by a security guy. But they did make a big mistake. Where you register to get your tickets is inside of Comic-Con. I walked into the registration entrance and then I went up the escalator, and instead of going straight to where you register, I went down the other one. I mean, that was the most difficult, which is still pretty easy. I just snuck into Comic-Con for fun, even though I have a badge in my backpack. That is amazingly easy.
From watching tons of sneaking in videos and interviewing Elixir, I've noticed a few things that make someone succeed at this. The first is obedience to authority. By dressing the part as someone supposed to be there, security guards are often hesitant at stopping the intruder.
What would an electrician do? Always think like that. You gotta be an electrician in your mind.
Famous con men like Frank Abagnale Jr. pretended to be an airline pilot, a teaching assistant, a physician, and a lawyer without extensive training in each field. How you dress is an important factor of whether or not someone can trust you.
Yes. Love a cheap seat.
In one study by Stanley Milgram, participants willingly shocked someone just because they were told to do so by someone in a lab coat.
That is incorrect. This one will be 195 volts.
Successful crashers also take advantage of embarrassment. Embarrassment has evolved humans in that it functions as a mechanism that helps us understand what is socially acceptable in a group. When we do something embarrassing, it reflects badly on our own self-image and threatens our acceptance in that group. From an evolutionary perspective, being in a group led one to a higher chance of survival. Because of this, we go out of our way to keep from being embarrassed. Crashers use this information when they tailgate and pretend to be part of an entourage. Are you really going to scold someone who may be part of this important group?
This is Josh Peck.
I know.
And you can't let us in. He's in all these movies. He dedicated his childhood to entertain all of us kids. And this is how we're gonna repay him?
No, it's a cruel world.
This rule also applies to how one is dressed.
Also, a lot of people think it's fake. And
Really?
It's not.
It's not fake. Are you
No.
sure?
I'm positive. I can prove it to you by showing you, and you can come with,
Okay.
and we can sneak in together. We should sneak in somewhere.
Alright, to really understand the psychology of this, I can't just sit around reading about it. I had to try it myself. Step 1. Look for a venue.
The Yoga Expo, Bricks LA, I think that's...
It's in Pasadena though.
Yeah, let me see if I can see.
Why don't you just go sneak into a restaurant or something?
How do you sneak into a
Like,
restaurant?
okay, they...
Sneaking onto a ride. I think it's different for a ride. Because like you have to enter one way to get on the ride. I don't know how to sneak on a ride, but I'll try to do it with you.
No!
Yeah.
Why are you bringing me into this?
This will be very embarrassing if I don't end up getting on.
In that video too, you said that you had 100% success rate.
With conventions.
With conventions.
Yeah.
This might be the one thing that you fail at. Since we couldn't find any events going on in Santa Monica, we decided to sneak in to a movie theater. They're not gonna let me in with this huge camera.
We'll find a way. We'll do it. So, what we might have to do is we might have to go in and sit at the table and wait until it looks clear. Would you like to try first?
No, I'm good. I'm
So
good,
you'll
man.
go in second?
Sure.
Oh, look how crowded it is. The whole thing of sneaking in is when you get in, you like have to figure it out quick. Like if you see, if you have an opportunity.
I don't know how to do this.
I will show you the way.
I don't think we can do this.
What do you mean? Let's walk in.
Oh god. This is a bad idea.
Okay, you ready?
Yes, not really. Whatever. Step 2, create your game plan. And if you're me, be a little bit.
Okay, so pretty much, he already walked in through here, and he like he's there to like tell them that people are walking through, kind of. Security was checking here with the ropes, but people exit through the left side. So just walking through the exit, like right here. But it may be like really difficult, but because if you look behind, you just have to we may have to, that table would be best because then we could see them.
How about we don't do this at all?
What if we walk in with a bowl of popcorn? Like that guy? Wait, I know that guy. I think he went to my middle school and now he's like an adult. No, I'm not even kidding.
Okay, well go talk to him.
No, I never talked to him though. I
Just go talk to him.
No, because then he knows I'm here. If
Go
he just
talk to
walks.
him and then I'll walk in.
Oh. I can distract him and you promise you'll walk in?
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
How about I'll talk to him?
About what?
I don't know. This is so dumb.
What if I like open the Fandango app, which is a movie ticket thing, and just show a movie or something, like without a tab? Maybe that'll work too.
Why are we doing this?
To prove.
I don't want to prove anything.
Okay.
I'm following you,
I'm
man.
walking good. You walk in like half a minute after that.
Step 3, execute. And for today's plan, we're doing the good old distraction plan.
Thanks, sir. You have to come in case I don't.
All of them.
Oh, you want to go this way? And it was at this moment when I realized that my worst fears had come to fruition. So one of the workers had told me to stop filming, so obviously I'm not gonna have footage of this. And it's kind of a good thing that I didn't capture it on film. This thing happens when I get nervous and panicky. I start talking faster, and it's basically diarrhea of the mouth. When I tried to explain to him why I had a camera, I said, well, I'm a YouTuber, so you idiot. Why would you say you're a YouTuber? Anyway, I felt like he could kind of tell that I was being nervous because he let me go inside, but I had to put my camera away. He did it. I never want to do this again.
Why?
How do you not get anxiety?
Well, it's kind of anxiety, but it's also like fun when you like, I don't know, it's fun. Like, woo, you got in. Why do you feel
that?
That
Was great, but like, I'm never doing that again. I can't do that. I had so much anxiety. See, I feel like I look suspicious because I was holding a camera.
No.
Because he told me to put it away.
Sometimes if somebody says something like that, it's kind of like rude, but
Yeah.
I ignore them and walk quicker. And then normally, most of the time, they don't bother to try to follow me.
Yeah.
Because they don't care.
Yeah.
So what I would have done is I would have just walked in if I were you, but it's okay.
Yeah. True. At least it's over now.
Also, yeah.
I feel so good. So at the end of that, I did not watch any movie. Again, this was only for experimental purposes. And you can also use these powers for good, like for sales. That's the end of the video. You guys also asked, what do I call my fans? I don't know, I thought we were the Low Gang. Stay psyched.